Welcome back to the logical reasoning sessions of net exam. Well, we have taken a look at number series, then alphabet series or letter series type of questions. Now we are getting into another important area which comes under the net exam. That's coding, decoding type of questions. So what exactly is coding, decoding type of questions? What are the wide varieties of questions you may have from coding, decoding? Let's take a look at those couple of examples, then you will get a clear idea what exactly coding and decoding, what are the different patterns involved in that as well. So let's try that. Let's say blue. Blue is coded as C, M, V and F. If that's the case, what is the code for dark? It's pretty simple here. Well, B is called as C. So B plus 1 is C. The next letter is C. L is M. So L next letter is M. And U the next letter is V. E the next letter is F. So that's pretty simple. That is, dark is what? E, B, S and L. Simple. How about like we go for another example, water. Water is coded as X, C, W, I and W again. So if that's the case, what is the code for solid? So water is coded as X, C, W, I and W. So what's the pattern here? You know what, the best way to deal with this kind of questions, if you know the position values of letters, that would be really easy. 23, 1, 20, 5 and 18. In this case it is 24, 3, 23, I 9, W is 23 again. So try this. 23 and 24, it's plus 1. So W is coded as X, so it's plus 1. And well, 1 and 3, so it's plus 2. It's plus 3. 5 and 9 plus 4. And 18 and 23 plus 5. Ultimately 2, 3, 4 and 5. That's a pattern. And we have to apply the same pattern on solid. So what we have is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 and plus 5. So what we get here? S plus 1, T, or plus 2, Q, L plus 3, L is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15. And I plus 4, I is 9, 9 plus 4 is 13, M. So D is 4, 4 plus 5, 9, so I. So T, Q, O, M, I. So this is one of the code we have. It's plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 and plus 1. This case it's plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 and plus 5. And well, we may have a number of wide varieties of coding method. It could be plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, or sometimes it could be prime numbers, like you know what the differences are. Plus 2, plus 3, plus 5, plus 7 and plus 11. Sometimes it could be multiplication, that means the first letter into 2 is the second letter, that means coded letter, and second letter into 3, the next letter into 4, etc. So this wide varieties of patterns are there. So we'll take a look at one by one. Well, the another question we have is like flower. Flower. So flower is coded as E, N, L, A, Z, X. So what is the pattern? E, N, L, A, Z, and S. So look at it, find out the pattern, and I'll give you the other word for that. So F is called as E, L is called as N, O is L, W is A, and E is Z, and R is X. If that's the case, what is the code for? Beautiful. So we are not really going to write the full of that. Beauty. Oh, one letter is missing there. Beauty. So we have 6 letters here and we have 6 letters here as well. So what is the coding method here? That would be the same coding method over there as well. So let's try this. 6, 12, 15, 23, 5 and 18. So this is a point that you can save a lot of time. So this one 5, 14, 12, this one A is usually it is 1, but there is another position value for A as well. So second loop A could be 27 as well. Then Z is what? Usually it is 26, but there is different possible values. I'll explain that later. So this is R is what? R is 18, X is what? 24. So what is the pattern here? F, and this is 6, this is 5, so minus 1. And this is plus 2. And it's minus 3. And this one? Well, 23 and 1, it's minus 22. That doesn't give any kind of pattern. However, if you take it as 23 and 27, that is plus 4. So that is minus 1, plus 2, minus 3, plus 4. Next one, it is minus 5, that is the normal pattern. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So, well, with the C, does it have the position value 0? Look at it, A, B, C, D, E. It goes like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you come back, 3, 2, 1, next one will be 0. So C may have a position value other than 26, we may have 0 as well. So 5 minus 5, it's 0. So Z is, 0th letter is Z, this one. And how about next one? It is minus 5, next one must be plus 6. Plus 6, 18 plus 6 is 24. And we apply the same pattern on the right hand side. So what is it? Beauty, right? So it's starting from same letter, same pattern, minus 1 plus 2, minus 3 plus 4, minus 5 plus 6. Check it out. B plus 1 is C, B minus 1, A. E plus 5, A plus 2, 5. E is 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So this is A. A is 27, take it as 27. 27 minus 3 is 24, that's X. And U, 21, 21 plus 4, 25. And T minus 5, T is 20, 20 minus 5, that is 15. And Y is 25, 25 plus 6, 31, 31 is E. A beautiful pattern, right? So this is, it is not that easy, but it's not that challenging as well. If you look at carefully, what's the pattern for flower? You can see that it is, well, minus 1, plus 2, minus 3, plus 4, minus 5, plus 6, etc. And you apply the same pattern. And you may ask a question at this point of time, why we go for these kind of patterns, why we go for position values of letters. The reason for that, look at the letters. F, L, O, W, E, R are the letters, and look at the code. All the letters over there in the word, that is not there in the code. That means F in the word, but F is not in the code. And L is in the word and L is in the code as well. O is in the word, but O is not in the code. That means all the letters here, they are not here in the code. But if all the letters in the code, if it is there in the, all the letters in the word, if that is in the code as well, then that's a totally different type of coding. For example, bracket, I'm just coding it as, let's say, so what is the coding method over here, or what is kind of pattern we have here? Look at it. We have B here and B is here as well. We have R here, R is here. And we have A here, A is here. And C, that's right here. And K, that's here, E is here, T is here. All the letters in the word that's in the code itself. And well, it's pretty much, it's a rearrangement of all the letters. So that's pretty different from this case. This is not the rearrangement, but this case it's complete rearrangement. So if it is a rearrangement, we don't need to go for the position values. Rather than, we look at this way. B R A, A R B. So the first three letters, it's reversed. And middle letter as it is. Then K E T. K E T is reversed as T E K. So that's reversed as well. So that case, we don't need the position values. So that's a major two varieties of coding and decoding types. Of course, we have more varieties. We'll come to that one by one. How about we try another word here. Let's say bank. Bank is coded as D, B, P and V. So D, B, P, V. So again look at it. B is here, B is here. A is here, A is not here. So that is not the rearrangement. So must be some kind of a pattern here. So find out what kind of pattern we have here. Check it out, what's the pattern. And you apply the same pattern for coin or cash, doesn't matter, coin. Let's try this. Now what's the pattern here? 2, 1, 14, 11. Since we don't have all the letters in the code, that means the letters in the word, all those letters not in the code. It's not a rearrangement. So we go for this pattern. So 4, 2, 16 and 22. Naturally, the first thing comes to our mind is 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. 14 plus 2 is 16. So it is 2, 1, 2. If next one is 1, perfectly all right. But what we have is 11 and 22. So it's plus 11. So we don't see that pattern in that way. However, if you look at this 11 and 22 and 1 and 2, you may see something. And you look at 2 and 4, you look at 14 and 16, you may see something as well. So what is the pattern here? Oh, by the way, I want to share one important point with you guys here. So let's say if we have this pattern, let's say plus 2, plus 1, plus 2 and plus 11. And if you try the same pattern on the right hand side, plus 2, plus 1, plus 2 and plus 11. So what the answer is that case, it's going to be like E, P, K and N is 14, 14 plus 11, 25. So Y. So if we have an answer choice E, P, K, Y, that's perfectly all right. There's nothing wrong with that, because whatever the pattern we have, we are applying that pattern on the next word. However, if you don't have that answer E, P, K, Y, so the answer choices are something different. Let me write the answer choices here. A, B, C, D. The first answer choice we have, it's E, K, J, Y. Second answer choice is E, P, R, and we have T. And third one, E, D, and R, Y. And the fourth one, E, D, K, and B. So these are the answer choices. That means EPKY is not among the answer choices. So what we have, or what kind of pattern we have. So let's check it out. This pattern, plus 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus 11, that doesn't work. So what else we have? Another possibility what I have mentioned is 11 and 22, 1 and 2, 14 and 16, 2 and 4. So if you look at that way, 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 into 2 is 2. Same way, 14 plus 2 is 16, 11 into 2 is 22, so into 2. So plus 2 into 2, plus 2 into 2, plus 2 into 2, that's a pattern. And if we apply right here, plus 2 into 2, plus 2 into 2. So we have 3 here, 3 into 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, perfectly alright. Then this one is 15. So 15 into 2, that's 30, 30th letter. 26 plus 4 is 30, right? So fourth letter, 30th letter is fourth letter, D. So how do you get it? X, Y, Z, then A, B, C, D, E, etc. If you have confusion, check it out. This is 26, this is 25, this is 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's why D is 30. So 15 into 2 is 30, 30th letter is D. So ED. So we have two answer choice ED. Now I plus 2, I plus 2 is K. So that means EDK. So this would be the answer. This is EDR. So that cannot be the answer, this cannot be the answer, this cannot be the answer. So EDK. So let's verify it. Last N is 14. 14 into 2 is 28. So 28th letter, well 26 is Z, 28 is Z plus 2. That is B. This is 28th letter. So that's pretty interesting pattern. So these are the wide varieties of pattern we have. This is multiplication pattern. Multiplication and the combination of multiplication and addition. So let's try another one. B, E, A, K, beak. So beak is called as B, J, C, R, beak. If that's a case, then what is the code for bird? If beak is B, J, C, R, then what's the code for bird? So again, B, E, A and K, all the letters in beak we don't have in the code. So it's not a repetition. If it is not a repetition, we'll go for position values. 2, S1 is 5, 1 and 11. And this one is 2, 10, 3 and normal value for R is 18. Check it out. So this one 2 and 2, 5 and 10. So plus 0, plus 5 and this one plus 2 and this one is plus 7. So do we have a pattern? Not at all. So you tell me, what would be the best pattern here? So what I see here, 2 and 2. 2 into 1 is 2. 5 into 2 is 10. 1 into 3 is 3. Okay, so we are getting it. Now 11 into 4. So into 1, into 2, into 3. 11 into 4 is 44. Now 44th letter. Which one is 44th letter? 44. The best way to get the answer is 26th letter, we have Z. That 26 and 44, what's the difference? 18 is the difference. 26 plus 18, that is 44. So 26 plus 18, if it is 44, definitely 18 the letter would be the 44th letter. So 18 the letter is R. So 44th letter is R as well. So word, try that. Into 1, into 2, into 3, into 4. If we have the answer choices given, it's pretty easy for you to. You can check the answer choices and find out, for example, if you have an answer choice which is something like B, R, I into 2. I is 9, 9 into 2 is 18. R into 3. It takes some time for you to calculate, but rather than, before go for the calculation, look at D. D into 4. D is 4. 4 into 4 is 16. P. So if you have an answer choice something like this, B, R, some letter here and P. All the answer choices, other answer choices, it's starting from different letters. C, T, K, M, J, K, P, Q, or N, L, M, C. So if these are the 4 answer choices, then definitely since we have B, R and P, that is confirmed, so your answer is going to be this one. So from the answer choices, it's easy, you can get it. But if you have 2 answer choices, which are something like B, R, something like 1 letter here and P, and let's say B, R, another letter here and P. That's pretty close. That means only the difference is between these 2 letters. That means we need to get the position value of R. I mean, code for R. R is 18. 18 into 3. So 20 into 3 is what? 60. So 18 into 3, how much is that? 54, correct? So 54, which one is the 54th letter? It's pretty easy. Z is, first value of Z is 26. Next value of Z is what? 26 plus 26, 52. So Z is 52. What we need to get here, 18 into 3 is 54. So which one is 54th letter? 52, and we need to get 54. So 52 and 54 difference is what? 2. So second letter, that's B. So the answer is BRBP. That would be the code. So let's say Joker. And let's say circus. So if Joker is coded as RJEOKC. Now look at it, J is here, and O is here, C is here, C it's here, and K it's right here, E it's here, R it is here. So ultimately all the letters in the word are here. So it's pretty much a rearrangement. So what kind of a rearrangement? See that the last letter, so you just mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are just counting numbers. These are not position values, just counting numbers. So we have 6, the last letter and the first letter, 6 and 1. And the second last letter is 5. So 5 and the second letter is 2. So second last letter and second letter. So last letter and the first letter. Now we have fourth letter and the third letter as well. So fourth letter, or you can take it as this is the last letter, second last letter, this is the third last letter. So this is the third last letter and this is the third letter. So this is K and C. And you apply the same logic over right hand side. So last letter S and the first letter C. U and I, then C and R, that would be the case. So that's another pattern. That means it is a rearrangement. How about like a flask? So flask is coded as LTBMG, flask, and of course liquid. Liquid is a 6-letter word, then you may have a confusion about that. We'll go for a 5-letter word. Flask and the cover of the flask, yes, cover. Try this. So flask, then LTBMG. So again, L is here, F is not here, and S is not here, K it is not here. So all the letters here in the word, it's not in the code. So it's pretty much what kind it is. It's not a rearrangement. So let's try this. Position values. So this is 6, 12. 6 into 2 is 12, possibly, we are not sure. Then 12 and 20. 12 into 2 is not 20. Then A and B, so 1 and 2. 19 and 13. And 11 and 7. So if you try the pattern, this is what? Plus 6, plus 8, and this is plus 1. And this one it's minus 6, and this one is minus 4. Okay, 6, 8, 1, minus 6, 4. We don't see any kind of pattern there. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure some of you might have seen the pattern in between. So what is the pattern? Look at the last letter, K, and this is the first letter, L. So K and L, 11 plus 1 is 12. And second last letter, 19. 19 and this is 20. So that's plus 1. 19 plus 1 is 20. 11 plus 1 is 12. Then A plus 1 is B. L is 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. And 6 plus 1 is 7. Pretty interesting pattern. How about we do for that for cover? So R plus 1 must be here, S. E plus 1, F. V plus 1 is W. And O plus 1, O is what? 15. 15 plus 1, 16. And C, D. So S, F, W, P and D. That would be the pattern for cover. So same pattern. Of course, we have seen the pattern like additions. So, well, the code, the word plus some patterns of addition will give you the code. So, plus 1, plus 2, plus 2, plus 3, etc. Or it could be minus 1, plus 2, minus 3, plus 4, etc. Then it is multiplication. And like multiplication means sometimes it's multiplication alone, or sometimes it's addition and multiplication, the combination of addition and multiplication. And of course, we have seen the rearrangement as well. That means all the letters in the word, they are in the code as well. So it's pretty much a rearrangement. Right. So another variety of question we have here in coding decoding, it's cat. Cat is 27. And bear. Bear is 30. How about tiger? Well, tiger is given as well. We go for the next animal. So tiger is 64. Then how about like leopard? So this case, cat is 27, bear is 30, tiger is 64. Then naturally the first thing comes to our mind is what? Position values of letters, correct? Position values, what is it? 3, 1, 20. So if you add it, 3 plus 1 is 4 plus 20, 24. But what we have, this is total is 24, but what we have is 27. In this case, 2, 5, 1, and this is 18. So 18 plus 2 is 20, 25 plus 1, 26. So when you add it up, what you get is 26. And what we have here is 30. And look at this one, Tiger. Tiger, 20, 9, and G7, and E5, this is 18. So it's a pretty simple way of adding it. 18 plus 7, 25. 25 plus 5, 30. 30 plus 20, 50. Then 59. 59, and this is 64. So when we add it up, we got 59, and this is 64. So actually, what is the kind of pattern we have there? In this case, we have 24, and this is 27. So 24 plus 3 is 27. And well, this is 26. 26 plus 4 is 30. And we have 59 here. 59 plus 5 is 64. So naturally, the pattern we have here, if it is number series, we can say it's 3, 4, 5, next one is going to be 6. But this is not the number series. So there must be a reason for why this 3 is here, why this 4 is here, 5 is here. Naturally, this would be the case, 3 letters, so plus 3. We have 4 letters here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So why? That's the 4, most probably, right? Then this one, we have 5 letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that case, well, let's try to add the position values of letters. Then we need to add the number of letters here. Here we have 7 letters. So let's try that. Make it fast. So how do we make it fast? This is what, 12, this is 5, this is 15, this is 16, this is 1, this is 18, this is 4. So at a glance, what I can see is 15 plus 5, 20. 16 plus 4 is 20. So 20 plus 20 is 40. At the same time, 18 plus 12 is 30. 40 plus 30 is 70. And this is 71. So 71 is the sum. Plus 7 letters. So it's 78 is going to be the answer this case. See that? So wide varieties, as I mentioned a couple of times. So a lot of varieties. But once you see these varieties, you will get a clear idea, or you'll get a real framework. Okay, where I can get a question. You don't get the exact question, or we cannot say that which one is the exact question. But as a candidate, you will get a pretty good idea about, okay, coding and decoding must be in this certain limits. Either it would be a letter plus something, or it would be minus something, it would be a multiplication, or it would be a rearrangement, or it would be a pattern like this. So now let's try another one. Say bat, heat, desert. So bat is coded as 12, heat is 20, and desert 42, explorer. What is the code for explorer? So bat is 12. So this case, if you try the same method here, 3, 1, and 20. When we add it, what we get 23, and what we have is 12 here. In this case, heat is what, 8, 5, 1, and 20. So well, 8 plus 5 is 13, plus 1, 14, 20 plus 14 is 34. So 34, and this is 20. So this difference is what? 14 is the difference. This difference is what? 11 is the difference. And check it out, this case. 4, 5, 19, 5, 18, and 20. So how do we add it up? So we have a 19. How do I make that 19? This is 20. I need to borrow 1 from somewhere. So let me take a 1 from here. So if I take that 1 and put it here, this is 20. So this is going to be 3. So this is 20, this is 20, 40. And 5 plus 5 is 10. 40 plus 10, 50. Then we have an 18. We have a 3 here. So we'll take that 2 and put it that, make it 20. So ultimately we have a 20, another 20 here, 40. Then another 20 here, 60, 10, 70. A balance is 1 here. 2 is taken, so balance is 1. So 70, 20, 20, 20, 60, 70, 71. So we got 71 here. But you know what? 71 and what it is given is 42. So, well, this case 23 minus 11 is 12. 34 minus 14 is 20. And if you continue, let's say if it is 3 difference, 11 and 14, next one it must be the difference of 17. 71 minus 17, is it 42? Not at all. It is 54, right? So that cannot be the case. So is there any other pattern? Well, you know what? It is, this question is something easier than what you think. It's pretty much. It's really easy. I'll show you that. I'm pretty sure some of you have the answer by this time. So what is it? 3 letters, right? So 3 letters, so 3 into 4 is 12. 3 letters, 3 is multiplied by the next number 4. So, or you can take it as what? 3 square plus 3. Now we have 4 letters here. The position values of letters are irrelevant here. We are not really considering position values of letters. 4 letters. 4 into the next number 5. 4 into 5, that is 20. Or 4 square plus 4 is 20. How many letters? 4 letters. 4 square plus 4. Next one. 6 letters. So that is 6 into 7. That is 42. Or it is 6 square plus 6. So 6 letters, 6 square plus 6. So apply the pattern here. We have 3. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. So total 8 letters. 8 into 9. Or 8 square plus 8. 8 square is 64. 64 plus 8, 72. So 72 is the answer. Of course, we have a few more varieties of questions from coding decoding, but we have covered most of the most important areas from coding decoding. I mean, in terms of patterns. Of course, there are like a lot of questions to do practice wise. So that is the one thing we have to keep in mind, and definitely when we meet next time, either in the classroom or outside classroom, doesn't matter. We'll try to do as many as questions as possible from coding decoding area. So I'm pretty sure you got a pretty what is I say a decent idea. So I would say a decent idea of coding decoding type of questions by this time. And well, it is pleasure working with you guys. See you next time and do your best until we meet next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for the time being.